You know, there's something about being at home that just feels right. It's your space, your sanctuary, the place where you've built so many memories over the years. But as we get older, our homes can sometimes feel a little less safe than they used to. Maybe you've noticed that you're not as steady on your feet as you once were, or perhaps you've had a close call or two where you've caught yourself just in time before a fall. If that sounds familiar, you're not alone. Falls are one of the most common concerns for people over 60, but the good news is there are simple, do-it-yourself changes you can make to your home that can help you stay safe, confident, and independent. That's what we're going to talk about today. How to make your home a safer place so you can keep doing the things you love without worry. We'll go over 6 practical modifications you can do yourself without breaking the bank or needing to call in a professional. These changes are easy, effective, and can make a world of difference in your day-to-day life. So, let's get started. First, let's talk about lighting. Have you ever walked into a room and struggled to see clearly? Maybe you've stubbed your toe on the corner of a piece of furniture or missed a step on the stairs because it was just a little too dim. Poor lighting is one of the biggest culprits when it comes to falls, especially in areas like hallways, staircases, and bathrooms. But here's the thing. It's also one of the easiest problems to fix. Start by taking a walk through your home and paying attention to the lighting in each room. Are there dark corners or shadowy areas? If so, consider adding some additional light sources. Night lights are a great option for hallways and bathrooms, especially if you tend to get up during the night. You can find plug-in night lights that automatically turn on when it gets dark, and they're so subtle, you'll hardly notice them during the day. For staircases, make sure there's a light switch at both the top and bottom, so you're never fumbling in the dark. And if you have lamps in your living room or bedroom, consider switching to brighter bulbs or adding a second lamp to brighten up the space. Good lighting doesn't just help you see better. It gives you confidence as you move around your home. Now, let's move on to another common hazard: clutter. It's amazing how quickly things can pile up, isn't it? A stack of magazines here, a pair of shoes there, and before you know it, your floors are looking more like an obstacle course than a safe walking path. Clutter might not seem like a big deal, but it can be a real tripping hazard, especially if you're not as steady on your feet as you used to be. The good news is, decluttering doesn't have to be overwhelming. Start small, maybe with just one room, or even one corner of a room. Go through your belongings and ask yourself, do I really need this? If the answer is no, consider donating it, recycling it, or tossing it if it's no longer useful. For the things you do want to keep, find a proper home for them. That might mean investing in a few storage bins or baskets to keep things off the floor. And don't forget about cords. Those from lamps, phones, or other electronics can be a real tripping hazard. Use cord organizers or tape to secure them to the wall or baseboard so they're out of the way. Once you've tackled the clutter, you'll be amazed at how much safer and more spacious your home feels. Plus, there's something incredibly satisfying about having a clean, organized space. It's like a breath of fresh air, and it makes it so much easier to move around without worry. Now, let's talk about rugs. They can add warmth and style to a room, but they can also be a sneaky hazard if they're not secured properly. Have you ever stepped on a rug and felt it slide out from under you? It's not a pleasant feeling, and it can easily lead to a fall. But don't worry, you don't have to get rid of your rugs to stay safe. There's a simple solution: non-slip rug pads. These pads are inexpensive and easy to find at most home goods stores. They go underneath your rugs to keep them from sliding around, even if you have hardwood or tile floors. Just measure your rug, cut the pad to size, and place it underneath. It's a small change, but it can make a big difference in keeping you steady on your feet. And if you have any throw rugs in your bathroom or kitchen, consider replacing them with non-slip mats instead. These mats are designed to stay in place even when they're wet, which is especially important in areas where spills or splashes are common. So, there you have it. 3 simple modifications you can make to your home to help prevent falls and keep your independence. We've talked about improving your lighting, decluttering your space, and securing your rugs. These changes might seem small, but they can have a huge impact on your safety and confidence at home. And the best part? They're all things you can do yourself, without needing to spend a lot of time or money. Now that we've covered these first few steps, let's move on to some other areas of your home that might need a little attention. There are a few more modifications we'll explore that can make your home even safer and more comfortable, so you can keep enjoying your space for years to come. Now that we've made some great progress with lighting, decluttering, and securing rugs, let's keep the momentum going. There are a few more areas in your home that might need a little attention to make them as safe as possible. These next modifications are just as simple and practical, and they'll help you feel even more confident as you move through your day. So, let's dive right in. First up, let's talk about your bathroom. For many of us, the bathroom is one of the most frequently used rooms in the house, but it's also one of the most hazardous. Slippery surfaces, tight spaces, and the need to sit down and stand up repeatedly can all increase the risk of a fall. But don't worry. There are some easy changes you can make to turn your bathroom into a safer, more secure space. One of the simplest and most effective modifications is installing grab bars. These are sturdy bars that you can mount on the wall, near the toilet, shower, or bathtub to give you something to hold on to as you sit down, stand up, or step in and out of the tub. You might be thinking, but won't grab bars make my bathroom look like a hospital? Not at all. These days, grab bars come in a variety of styles and finishes, so you can find ones that match your bathroom decor. And if you're handy with a drill, you can install them yourself in just a few minutes. If not, it's worth asking a friend, family member, or handyman to help. Trust me, once you have them in place, you'll wonder how you ever managed without them. Another bathroom upgrade to consider is a shower chair or bench. Standing for long periods in the shower can be tiring, and if you've ever felt a little unsteady on your feet, a shower chair can be a game changer. It allows you to sit comfortably while you wash, reducing the risk of slipping or losing your balance. And if you have a handheld shower head, you can easily adjust the water flow without having to stand up and reach for the controls. These small changes can make your daily routine so much easier and safer. Now, let's move on to another area of the house that often gets overlooked: the kitchen. Like the bathroom, the kitchen is a place where we spend a lot of time, and it's also a place where falls can happen if we're not careful. But with a few simple tweaks, you can make your kitchen a much safer space. One of the first things to consider is the layout of your kitchen. Are the items you use most often within easy reach? If you find yourself frequently reaching up to high shelves or bending down to low cabinets, it might be time to reorganize. Try moving your everyday dishes, pots, and pans to cabinets and shelves that are at waist or shoulder height. This way, you won't have to strain or lose your balance trying to grab something. If you have items stored in high places, consider keeping a sturdy step stool with a handrail in the kitchen. Just make sure to use it carefully and avoid standing on chairs or other unstable surfaces. Another kitchen modification to think about is adding non-slip mats. These are especially helpful in front of the sink or stove, where spills are more likely to happen. A non-slip mat can provide extra traction underfoot, reducing the risk of slipping on a wet floor. And if you have rugs in the kitchen, make sure they're secured with a non-slip pad, just like we talked about earlier. Now, let's shift our focus to your bedroom. This is your personal retreat, a place where you should feel completely at ease. But even here, there are a few changes you can make to enhance your safety and comfort. One of the most important things to consider is the height of your bed. If your bed is too high or too low, it can make getting in and out of it more difficult than it needs to be. Ideally, you should be able to sit on the edge of the bed with your feet flat on the floor and your knees at a 90-degree angle. If your bed is too high, you might want to look into a lower bed frame, or even removing the bed frame altogether and placing the mattress on the floor. If it's too low, a bed riser can help raise it to a more comfortable height. And if you're still finding it a bit challenging to get in and out of bed, a bed rail or assist handle can provide extra support. Another bedroom modification to consider is the placement of your nightstand. It should be within easy reach of your bed, so you don't have to stretch or strain to grab your glasses, phone, or a glass of water during the night. If your nightstand is too far away, try moving it closer or even replacing it with a taller one that's more accessible. And if you tend to get up during the night, make sure there's a clear path from your bed to the bathroom, with no obstacles in the way. So, there you have it. 3 more modifications to make your home safer and more comfortable. We've talked about adding grab bars and a shower chair in the bathroom, reorganizing your kitchen for easier access, and adjusting your bedroom setup for better support. These changes might seem small, but they can make a big difference in your daily life, helping you stay independent and confident in your own home. Now that we've covered these middle steps, let's move on to the final modifications that will round out our list. These last few tips are just as important, and they'll help ensure that your home is as safe and welcoming as possible. So, let's keep going and finish strong. We've covered a lot of ground so far, haven't we? From brightening up your home with better lighting, to decluttering, securing rugs, and making your bathroom and kitchen safer, you've already taken some incredible steps toward creating a home that supports your independence and keeps you safe. Now, let's round things out with a few final modifications that will help tie everything together. These last tips are just as practical and easy to implement, and they'll give you even more confidence as you move through your home and enjoy your daily life. First, let's talk about your floors. While we've already touched on rugs and mats, it's worth taking a closer look at the overall condition of your flooring. Over time, floors can become uneven, worn, or slippery, especially in high-traffic areas. If you have hardwood or tile floors, consider adding non-slip coatings or treatments to reduce the risk of slipping. These products are easy to apply and can make a big difference in providing traction underfoot. If you have carpet, make sure it's securely fastened to the floor and doesn't have any loose edges or wrinkles that could cause you to trip. And if you notice any damaged or uneven flooring, it might be worth repairing or replacing it to eliminate potential hazards. Next, let's move on to your stairs. If your home has stairs, they can be one of the most challenging areas to navigate, especially if you have any mobility issues. But with a few simple modifications, you can make your stairs much safer and easier to use. One of the most important things to check is the condition of your handrails. Are they sturdy and securely attached? Do they run the full length of the staircase? If not, it's worth reinforcing or replacing them to ensure you have proper support every time you go up or down the stairs. You might also consider adding a second handrail on the opposite side of the staircase for extra stability. Another helpful modification for stairs is adding non-slip treads or adhesive strips to each step. These provide extra traction and can help prevent slips, especially if your stairs are made of wood or another smooth material. If your stairs are particularly steep or you find them difficult to navigate, you might want to consider installing a stair lift. While this is a bigger investment, it can be a game changer for maintaining your independence and safely accessing all areas of your home. Now, let's talk about your outdoor spaces. While we've focused a lot on the inside of your home, it's just as important to make sure your outdoor areas are safe and accessible. Start by taking a look at your entryways. Are your steps and walkways in good condition, or are they cracked, uneven, or slippery? If so, it's worth repairing or replacing them to reduce the risk of tripping or falling. You might also consider adding handrails to your front steps or porch for extra support. And if you have a driveway or pathway that gets icy in the winter, make sure to keep it clear of snow and ice, or use salt or sand to provide traction. Another outdoor modification to consider is lighting. Just like inside your home, good lighting is essential for safety outside. Make sure your entryways, pathways, and driveway are well lit, especially at night. Motion-activated lights are a great option because they turn on automatically when you approach, so you don't have to fumble for a switch in the dark. And if you have a garden or patio, consider adding solar-powered lights along the edges of your walkways to create a clear, well-lit path. Finally, let's talk about one last modification that can make a big difference in your overall safety: a personal emergency response system. These devices, often worn as a pendant or bracelet, allow you to call for help with the push of a button if you fall or need assistance. While we hope you never have to use it, having one of these systems in place can provide peace of mind for you and your loved ones. Many systems also include fall detection technology, which automatically alerts emergency services if it senses a fall. It's a small investment that can make a big difference in your safety and independence. So, there you have it. 6 practical do-it-yourself modifications to help prevent falls and keep your independence at home. We've covered everything from improving lighting and decluttering to securing rugs, upgrading your bathroom, reorganizing your kitchen, adjusting your bedroom setup, enhancing your floors and stairs, and making your outdoor spaces safer. These changes might seem small, but when you put them all together, they can have a huge impact on your safety, confidence, and quality of life. Remember, staying safe at home isn't about making drastic changes or giving up the things you love. It's about taking small, thoughtful steps to create a space that supports you and allows you to live your life to the fullest. You've worked hard to create a home that's filled with memories and meaning, and with these modifications, you can continue to enjoy it for years to come. I hope you found these tips helpful and feel inspired to make a few changes around your home. If you've already tried some of these modifications, or if you have other ideas to share, I'd love to hear from you in the comments below. Let's keep the conversation going and support each other in creating safe, comfortable homes where we can thrive. And if you found this video useful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more tips and advice on living your best life at any age. Thank you so much for watching, and here's to staying safe, staying independent, and enjoying every moment in the home you love. Take care, and I'll see you in the next video.